Yo, so when you get your, once you submit your application to be a seafood processor, once you submit it to the recruiter or HR or the company on the websites, any of them, you'll get an email shortly thereafter. May not be right away, maybe a couple of days or however long it may take. But you'll get an email saying that they received your resume and somebody will contact you shortly for a phone interview. Now, usually it's a phone interview. Sometimes it's a group phone interview. Sometimes it's one-on-one. Sometimes they do Zoom, or they do Microsoft Teams, depending on the company. Now, I know some companies do like a whole, like 100 people or 50 people or however many they can fit on a video chat. But usually you'll get a phone interview where it's like 2 or 3 people, or maybe even you'll get a one-on-one. Depends. But when you get that phone interview, they're going to ask you about your resume or your work history. It's going to sound like they're trying to talk you out of it. They're going to tell you how cold it's going to be. They're going to tell you how long the hours are, how much heavy lifting there might be. They want to know your experience. They want to know if they fly you out there, you're going to stick through the whole contract. So like when I interviewed, the first time I ever interviewed, they told me, they were like, oh, you're from Vegas. You know, it gets really cold up here in the wintertime. And I had to tell them that I was actually from the East Coast, so I'm used to the cold weather. So don't let them try to dissuade you unless you're completely turned off by the job. Once she describes it to you, don't even let that bother you, right? So they want you to know about the weather. They want you to know how much time you're going to spend on your feet, 12 to 16 hours, how many days a week you're going to work, because it's going to be, if it's busy, you're going to be working every single day. And if, like I said before in a previous video, if they have a video on their website, go watch the video before you do the interview. Sometimes they'll ask you, have you watched the video? And basically they want to know your experience. They want to know warehouse experience. They want to know if you have any technical skills. Do you have any licenses, CDL or forklift license? They want to know if you've done production like Amazon or UPS or FedEx or anything like that. So just expound on your skills that will apply to the job that you're going to, and don't let them talk you out of it if it's something you really want to do. All right. So at the end, when they ask, do you have any questions? By all means, ask questions. Ask what's next. Ask how long before you get shipped. Ask how long before you get a yay or nay. Ask how long the contract is. Ask where you're going to be located. Ask whatever you can. If they don't know, they'll tell you. You'll find out at a later date once you get approved or whatever. Ask them about the background check. Ask them about drug testing. So just be thorough. You're applying for them. They're applying for you.